Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
Hello and welcome to the Popternative podcast. This is the podcast where we have digital discussions in the worlds of hockey, social media, sports, everything really. As always, I'm your host, Peter Remoliotis. On Twitter, it goes PD Beats. I'm speaking to two members of the Muskegon Lumberjacks in the USHL. I'm going to have them introduce themselves and tell us where they're from and what position they play, starting with Michael.
Hi, my name is Mikael Hakkarainen. I'm from Helsinki, Finland, and I play center for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, and my name is Egor Afanasyev. I'm playing for Muskegon Lumberjacks, and I'm from Moscow, Russia.
Guys, welcome to Popternative.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, right off the bat, we'll start with you, Mike. Talk a little bit about your experience in the USHL this season.
You know, it's kind of unique. I came back from Providence College, and I think we have a great group of guys here, and it's good to see how the league develops every year. I think this year the league is way better than last year. We have a lot of talent, like Egor here. He's taken big steps from last year, and I think the compete level of the league is great this year, and enjoy being here.
What do you think about the league this year, Egor?
I mean, it's fast. Like, I played here last year also with Mikael Hakkarainen, and I'd say it's fast and really physical. So, it's a top junior league in the United States. So I'm really enjoying playing here.
Absolutely. We'll start with Egor for this one. Both of you are born in Europe and decided to come and play hockey in North America. Why did you kind of choose to play hockey, to leave Europe and to come to North America, and how's it been so far, Egor?
I just wanted to try my skill set, and I just tried to kind of put my game on a new level. I wanted to try myself overseas. Because it's definitely different hockey here in the United States and Canada. So, yeah, I just wanted to try how it is here and just try this new life,
And Mike, what about you about leaving Helsinki?
So I came, here for the college opportunity I had the start of this year, but you get a lot of looks from here. You have NHL teams watching you have college teams watching you, and I think the game is way harder here. You have a smaller rink, and you learn different ways to play hockey, so it's just pretty cool.
How many years has it been since you guys left Europe to play in North America? Like how many years?
This is my fourth year here, so 4 years ago I left Helsinki.
Yeah, and it's my third year. So.
Okay, so what's interesting is it's been a while, so your English is pretty good. It's pretty good right now. It's perfect actually. How was learning? Like, did you know English before you came to North America to play, or was it something that you just wanted to learn it right away?
Well, I took some classes in Finland of English, but I've developed my language pretty well here. Having conversation with people here helps a lot. So
yeah, because Egor, a lot of players from Russia, they come and they don't know, they don't speak it at all. They have translators.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so my story was, so I came here 2 years ago, and I went to private school, in Detroit when I played for Little Caesars U16 team. Yeah, and last year also in Muskegon I went to private school, so it made big impact for me in language part, because I started learning culture and speaking that English, so.
For the players, from whether they're from Russia or whether they're from Finland, even if they're not going to leave to play in North America, I mean, do you recommend the players that obviously want to play in the NHL? I'm sure you guys recommend them learning English as quickly as possible, right? Because it's going to be a big step for them.
Yeah,
definitely.
It helps a lot, all the coaches are mainly from North America, so English plays a big part in every team. So it's really important to learn at least the basics. You don't have to be perfect at it, but at least the basics.
Yeah, definitely when to know when back check and when forward check. So,
that's what you don't do.
Yeah. That's right.
It's one of those things. What I'm pretty excited to talk about right now, and it's gonna be cool to get two perspectives because we got Michael, who has been drafted as a Chicago Blackhawks prospect, and then Egor, it's your draft year. It's an exciting time. You know what I mean? So first for Mike, I mean, for you, Mike, I mean, one, What was that like, that kind of timeline when you found out that you were going to be part of the Chicago Blackhawks organization? And what advice have you been given to Egor? Because he has to go through all that this year.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of an amazing time. You know, I was at my summer cottage with my family just watching the draft. I was not expecting to even get drafted, and just my name popped out, and it was just a great feeling that you've actually, like, I put a lot of work into it, and, you know, that's one of the prizes, you know, like getting drafted. It's a big thing. And I preach Egor, you know, about the hard work, and, you know, like, you got to stay patient with it. If you have bad games, you have bad games. You just got to learn from it, and, you know, stay with it. And I think he's done a great job this year. You know, like I said, he's developed majorly from last year. So, you know.
What do you think are some of the things that are the strongest in his game?
Well, he has a really hard shot, and I think, you know, he's big, he's strong, he can drive the defenseman, he can go to the net, and you know, he's a great power forward. So you know, he fits the North American style really well.
Thanks,
Igor,
Michael.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can say about Michael, Egor? Because he just gave you a big call. How are you going to top that, man?
Right now, we actually last games we played with him in the same line, so you know it's really nice to have someone like who have skill set like Michael, and he have a great speed too, hockey IQ, you know, can pass the puck well, so it's really nice to play with him.
And for you, Egor, it's an exciting time, you know, your draft year, but the task at hand is Muskegon in the USHL right now. You're focusing on that, but I'm sure it's in the back of your mind all the time.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean,
Oh yeah, it is.
You know,
every time you mention NHL, he gets a little laugh.
yeah, I mean that's my goal, like, for sure. And since I've been playing, like, since I was 4, like, I knew my goal was NHL. So every day I'm working a lot just to reach that goal, you know.
Now, have you guys had the opportunity to represent your country internationally at one point?
Yes, I played World Challenge U17 last year.
Yeah, I was with the U18s for one tournament, but that was mainly it. But you know, it's one of those things you're proud of, and, you know, take something out of it.
What do you think is the biggest thing about the international tournaments versus the league play? I mean, obviously, you know, going to a different country, but it's just like, is it just the ability to kind of just completely, like, change your kind of attitude and the way you're going into things? Because it's a completely different world, one can argue.
Oh yeah, you have elite players around you, and you play against elite players. So it's a different level, and, you know, like, you can see you joke around with guys around here, but when you get to those things, you know, everybody's taking it really serious. So, like I said, I think it's a different level. Everybody takes it way more serious than in the leagues.
What do you think?
Know, sometimes you, like, when you go on those tournaments, there's a lot of pressure on you, you know, and you're for sure trying to do your max on those tournaments. You know, there's a lot of scouts. You know, it's like it's really proud to play for your team, so for your national team, you know. So it's a big difference, I think, from playing a team and Russian country.
I find it really interesting because you guys are young guys, you know. Some of you are drafted, like Mike, you know, some of you are going to get drafted. And social media, everyone's talking about people. Everyone's talking, you know what I mean? You're playing the USHL, but obviously your OHL rights were with the 67s. And you were part of that big trade that had Mikey DiPietro. You were part of that, you know what I mean? So your social media, I'm sure, was buzzing, or you were mentioned in that, you know what I mean? So it's like that becomes a big distraction, but a lot of players seem to just love and crave all of that stuff. Like, do you guys thrive under the pressure of social media?
I mean, I'm not trying to look a lot into it, you know. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to play hockey, you know. So.
Oh yeah, same here. But, you know, you always see those bad comments about you, but it just gives you more thrive, you know. Like, you kind of love the haters, so.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
kind
we
of
love haters. Yeah,
no, that's the thing too. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a crop of players in this generation of hockey that they love that. It kind of it fuels the fire, so to speak.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You want to prove them wrong, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, we're going to do this segment now. You guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. And it doesn't have to be someone on the Lumberjacks. It could be someone you've played with or a mutual friend of yours. So I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask questions like, for example, who has the best laugh? Or who is the most competitive? Like, stuff like that. And you guys have to tell me who it is. And I want to see if you both say the same person. So actually, you know what? We'll go with the Lumberjacks, okay? So
yeah, I'll go first. I think there's only one answer.
So who has the best laugh on the Lumberjacks?
It's Jagger Joshua.
Oh yeah,
it's Jagger Joshua.
I was gonna say our trainer Ian Wood, but, you
Yeah.
I think Jagger is the best for that. Yeah.
Okay.
He's just he likes to joke a lot, and he
You
have
want to make
the
an
best
impression
laugh.
of him?
No.
That was a little stupid, but that was about it.
Okay.
I didn't watch it.
It's funny because on my end, a lot of people think I have the best laugh. Like if you look at past episodes where I just crack up, it's awful.
Yeah, I'll have to start if you saw that a little bit too.
I was gonna say you at the start, but I
Yeah, you did. I don't know why. I was just introducing myself. You started laughing. Okay. Who is the most? I don't know why, but I have a feeling, Egor. I have a feeling you are a competitive guy. Like I feel like this is you. Who is the most competitive off the ice? Ping pong, video games. I feel like it's you. I don't know why. Mike, am I right? Kind of. I feel like he's very competitive.
Like for example, we played the 3 versus 3 tournament. It was 2 days ago, and there was just a little fun games. We played the Yeah. So I was captain of maroon team, and Mikael was captain of gold team. We played the final 4-1. My team won.
Yeah, because you're super competitive.
I was flying out there. I was out of energy, kind of, because it was a final. It was like 6th game or something. But like, I love to win.
Yeah.
Do you guys play spike ball at all?
Yeah, we play with our equipment manager a lot. Patrick Dooley's his name, and he's pretty good at it.
It's a fun sport.
Oh, definitely in the summer, especially on the beach.
I beat you last summer.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I beat you last summer.
In Muskegon, there's a nice beach too, and it's pretty fun to play.
And final question: who can eat the most? Who has the biggest appetite?
I think
That's
Egor.
Yeah, I mean,
He loves cookies.
I love cookies. Yeah, it's my problem, but like
he can eat a lot,
Yeah, but I'm trying to stay healthy,
Absolutely.
But,
both of you guys are kind of on your way of, taking you want to go, the dream is to kind of play professional hockey in the NHL. What are some things specifically that you guys are working on, goal oriented wise, in terms of your game, or like you get bigger, faster, and stronger? Like what are you specifically working on this year, Mike?
I think the first 2 steps are really important. Like the game gets so fast, and you got to be really quick on your edges and cutbacks and all that. And I think my defensive game has to get way better if I want to play pro hockey next year, and pay attention to all the little details, which is huge in the pro hockey. So.
Absolutely. Egor, what about you?
Yeah, so like Mikael said about the 2 steps, it's definitely it's really important, especially for me. I'm a big body, on the ice, so the speed is a big part of me. So, and like we're just learning the game, like after the game, I'm getting like with the coach in the room, and we're just watching some video about the game, trying to like see what I did wrong, what I did good, and it's all about learning,
No, absolutely.
If you want to get on the next level, I think.
What has been for each of you the coolest moment in your hockey career thus far? A cool tournament, a cool game where you scored a goal? Is there anything specifically that comes to mind? Egor, we'll start with you.
Oh, yeah, it is a tough question. I mean,
that's why I'm here. I have to answer the tough questions.
Yeah.
If I didn't ask the tough questions, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll go first on that one. I mean, so when I was playing for my, it was a national team, and we won like the tournament kind of in Europe. It was like I would say 4 years ago, and I was MVP on that team also, and we won the first place. That was the most exciting.
What tournament was this?
It's like, I don't remember.
Even Lincoln or something like that?
No. I don't think it was this year, but I don't remember to be honest.
It was representing Russia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
So,
did you play in the Afanasyev, Egor?
No, I didn't get a chance.
All right. And Mike, what's been something in your career so far?
Well, I always remember the national team games. I only had a couple of those, but I think last year when I had a hat trick in the first period against the 18s was pretty memorable. That's one of the. I don't know. I think that's one of the highlights of my, if you go game by game. So.
I've always wanted to ask this question. So in the USHL, some of the teams have to play against the national team development program during games, right? Have you guys played them yet this year?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
playing
Pretty good.
So,
Yeah.
what do you kind of think of that dynamic? Like, I find that interesting.
I mean, that's a really, really good team. You know, they've been playing together for 2 years, so it's always a nice experience to play against them. They're really fast.
And you got to play defense. You know?
Do you find it helps
pretty-
you guys too? Like, it's helping them, but it's also helping you guys as well.
Oh, definitely,
you
yeah.
get good games. You know, it's high-paced games like playing college level. You know, they can. You know, I think they scored 30 goals in like 3 games.
Last
in a
3
row.
games, yeah, that's
So,
really
like,
impressive.
You can see those guys are elite, and you know, it's good to see where you're at.
For the USHL this season, you know, in terms of players that are looking to get drafted this year, like Egor, you're in there. You know, Bobby Brink, that's a great name, by the way. It's one of the best names. That's a hockey name, eh, Bobby Brink. So no, but just the skill in the USHL this year in terms of draft eligible players is amazing. There's a lot of talent out there.
Yeah, a lot of hardworking guys. You know.
Yeah, like I said last year, we had a couple like really good guys last year, but I think the talent level is way better this year.
Before you got drafted, Mike, where were you playing? Like, where did you get drafted out of?
Muskegon.
Oh, it was Muskegon. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, was that something too that? I mean, you said you weren't expecting it, but did you know that there were some teams coming to games, kind of looking at you a little bit? Like, was it completely out of the of left field?
I had some teams like calling and asking some questions and stuff, and coming after the games and talk to me. But usually like your agent lets you know like before the draft that you might get drafted. I was not sure in my case, so.
And I'm sure, Egor, there's been some scouts coming to some of your games this year. I mean, and I'm sure, your agent's going to kind of let you know that they're going to be there. Do you think it's kind of like what Mike said at the beginning of the interview, where like, thriving under the pressure and kind of you like the pressure because it kind of challenges you? Do you ever think about that at all?
Yeah, no, like, I mean, like scouts, I think they've been like every game, so for me, like, I used to pressure, like I've been getting pressure a lot right
Sorry,
now.
no, it's because Mike's smiling all the time. Stop smiling. You're drafted by the Blackhawks. We get it.
He's famous.
Yeah,
He's
like,
got all the people coming to watch him.
yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have like the scouts are always coming to watch you. So I'm just working a lot and working hard,
So, Mike, how do you feel about that? Do you kind of try to get in there and kind of warm up your skate?
I always get into his head,
Do you in warm up while they're watching and talking about it? Do you kind of do your little like skate by?
Oh yeah. He's one of the players that mess around a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
What are you looking forward to the most this year? You know what I mean? What is something that you're excited to be part of, like for this year, whether it's in the USHL or just in general, Egor?
Definitely, win Clark Cup. That's our goal right now. We got a great group of guys right now. So great coach Mike Hamilton. So I think we have a good chance to make a long round playoff.
And same for you too, Mike.
Yeah, same thing. This is my 3rd year in the league, so it would be nice to end it with that championship.
No, absolutely, guys. Well, I think we'll wrap up. But thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed chatting with you guys. Where can people follow you guys on social media? Like, what are your handles, Mike?
Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, I'm everywhere. I'm
only on Instagram and Twitter.
But what's the handle though? Like where can they follow you? Like what's the name?
What's the name? My Twitter is Hakkarainen15. It's just my last name is 15.
Yeah.
And then my Instagram is Michael Hakkarainen, so my whole name.
You guys were both so confused when I said that.
I didn't get what you said. Yeah, and also, I'll say my Instagram. So my Instagram is Afanasyev11.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah, that's my Instagram. Yeah.
What's your Twitter?
Twitter is down there. You link me, like how you say it, like link.
Yeah.
I'll put the links.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, yeah.
Doing all the work for Egor, right?
Yeah.
Well, guys, seriously, thank you guys so much, and I wish you guys all the best.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. This has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. And until next time, this is PD Beats, Egor, and Michael signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.